What's good, everybody? You are locked into the One Shot Podcast, powered by Music Hypebeast, the largest independent multimedia broadcast platform for creators and artists in the game right now. Tonight, we are sitting down with WiLL, an independent force coming out of the R&B universe. This is where we tap into the real story, the grind, the doubt, the sacrifices, the small wins, the big L's, and the sound that makes WiLL different. My name is April Harley, aka Gigi Max. I am the power host tonight for the One Shot Podcast, and I'm super honored to be illuminating the creative genius of WiLL on our show. The One Shot Podcast is syndicated on iHeartRadio and Pandora and Laku TV, YouTube, and we also have Twitter. So please tap in with us. And this energy is traveling everywhere. So let's start the show. Will, welcome tonight, hailing
Thank
from
you.
DC on a Taco
Thank you.
Tuesday.
Happy
Welcome,
Taco
welcome,
Tuesday.
welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Are you eating tacos tonight or?
I am not eating tacos
Okay, okay. We
tonight.
won't judge you. We won't judge you. And just tell us your name, where you're from, and let's see, tell us the origin of how you got into the music industry.
Okay.
We'll start there.
Well, my name is Will. Born and raised in Washington D.C. What's up,
Okay.
D.C.?
Okay,
Currently,
DC.
currently living in Maryland. What got me into music? I hail from a musical family.
Okay.
My mother and my aunts were singers. My grandfather was a guitar player.
Oh,
My father was also musical. He played the bass guitar as well.
wow.
Yeah, and I sang in church for a little while too, and also in the choir in high school. So it's kind
Okay.
of been in my blood. And
Okay.
I grew up listening to a lot of the, I guess, 80s music and the 90s music.
Hmm.
And it just really, music has really resonated with me, and I like the art of storytelling. So,
Okay. Now, I don't want to put you into a box, but if you could share with us and just share what your music feels like as far as genre, or if you want to be descriptive in 3 words or so, if you just let the
okay.
audience know, for those who've never heard Will before, what should they expect?
I think my music crosses several different genres. It
Okay.
has an R&B flavor, but
Okay.
certain songs you might get Afro beats. Certain
Ooh,
songs you might get maybe a Latin feel. But at
nice.
the heart of it, it's really R&B is really where my soul is. So,
Okay.
but I like to mix it up. But I like to mix it up a little bit,
Right. So an
so people
eclectic
don't get bored. People don't
sound.
get bored. Yeah.
Yes, and I love the Afro beats too and R&B. So you're the soulful vibe maker of sorts. It feels like so that is
You could say
awesome.
that. You could
Yeah.
definitely say that. Yes.
Okay. All right. And we are definitely playing your tunes in rotation right now. So the people will be able to feel the vibe as well. So we'll be playing that as well. Choosing a lane, as far as, and as I said, we're going to be talking a lot about the one shot and betting on yourself, investing in yourself, choosing this lane. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe this lane was also chosen for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but choosing a lane where a lot of people say like 95% of people don't make it, or um, it's very challenging as an artist. You picked it, right? What did
Right.
you have to accept personally in your mind about any doubts or failure or fears to jump into this role that you've clearly been chosen to walk in?
Well, I would say I had to accept that the only thing holding me back was me. And a
Mm,
lot of those things that you mentioned, like fear, doubt, all of
mhm,
that comes from your internal saboteur, I would say.
mhm.
So it's really just you stopping you. And once I
Yes.
decided that I wasn't going to stand in my own way anymore,
Mhm.
I was able to push forward.
Yes.
And I've just been going ever since I decided that I was going to do that. So,
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. I think just in all walks of life, that's one of the things is like we're in our way and we can block our own blessings. And
yes.
so then we can't bless the rest of us who need to hear Will on the radio and feel those tunes, and vibe right, you can be in your own way, and then that blocks your
Mhm.
message to us as well. So
Mhm.
thank you. Money stress and staying in the game, if we could talk about that a little bit.
Mhm.
So the independent life isn't cheap. Can you talk about a real moment where the money side almost made you fall back from music, or maybe the investment looked a little crazy at some times? How did you keep your mindset strong and keep your hustle the same, like just strong and keep moving?
So I've always been a go-getter, and I really
Yes.
don't let anything stop me once I put my mind to something.
Okay.
My biggest hurdle to overcome at one point was finding a producer or
Oh.
someone that I felt like understood the stories that I wanted to tell,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I could not find that, so I learned how to do it myself.
Oh,
So I write all my music and I produce all my music.
excuse
So
me.
everything, everything is done. Everything is done by me.
Okay.
So that cuts down expenses quite a bit.
Yes, yes, for sure. And you get to, if you have a producer, and it's not that it's bad, it's just like sometimes you need that time to be in the studio and you
Hmm.
might wake up at like 4 in the morning and be like, I kind of have an idea. I don't want to bother
I've
anybody.
done
Like,
that.
yeah.
I've done that. I've woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning before, and I didn't go
Hmm.
back to sleep until 5:30 a.m. because I had an idea and I wanted to record a song.
Right. And
Hmm.
you know what you want to hear, right? And you're like, oh,
Correct.
yeah.
And
So
it needs to sound a certain way. It needs to sound a
yeah.
certain way. I need to feel that the energy of the song and the story of the song is complete before I
Mm,
can release it. You know what I mean? And when I say
yes.
release it, I mean call it a finished product.
Okay. I love that because it's like the investment in yourself financially, but also you were like, no, I'm going to figure out how to just produce these beats. So
Right.
that's a different thing. Your sound, if we could just jump into it, I know we talked about it a little bit, but what do you think defines you? Like, what makes you you? If somebody, let's say someone took one of your songs from the catalog. Let's talk
Hmm.
about one of your songs from your catalog now, and talk about your signature sound. What would that look like right now?
Let's see. I guess the song that's heavily in rotation right now is
Mhm.
IG Love.
Ooh.
And my sound is unique because my songs definitely tell a story. And I
Mhm.
write very story focused. So
Okay.
from beginning to end, you get to go on a journey with me through
Oh,
4 or 5, maybe 6 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling
okay.
that
All right.
how I'm feeling that day,
Just
or
snippets.
however, right? How long I felt like writing or
Mhm.
singing.
Yes.
So the difference is that I give the listener something that they can relate to.
Mhm. Mhm.
And a lot of the music out now, it's not more about art. It's not more. I'm going to speak freely. To me, it's
Mhm.
not
Please.
about artistry. It's about what's catchy. And I think some of the
Trendy.
artistry, yes, the
Mhm.
artistry is lost in trying to be on trend.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's like, okay, let's search what
Hmm.
is happening right now versus
Hmm.
heal, or what might be needed to heal, because we're going through a lot. And
Hmm.
and I won't say just America, but just globally, there's a lot going on. And it's a lot, I think, and I speak with artists sometimes too that remind me of that, like the artistry healing. So
Right.
yeah, I get what you're saying. I want to talk to you a little bit about IG Love because I think it's such a relatable topic. I've never heard a song called IG Love. I've heard the songs like about sliding into DMs and all the things.
Hmm.
Could you
Hmm.
give us just a little hint? Because I think it would pull people in. Like I automatically am like, "Ooh, IG Love." Could you share your experience about what that might mean if you don't mind?
Sure,
Okay.
sure. So the song is actually inspired by, I guess, dating in the new age, right?
Mm,
And
yeah.
also looking for and confusing validation with love. A lot of people take the likes and the reposts and the
Mhm.
insights and the
Yeah.
comments as something that makes you, how do I say that? feel something inside of you that might be missing. You're looking for it in the virtual world when you really need to be looking inside yourself and focusing on
Okay.
healing yourself. And then
Yeah.
the song also talks about how everyone kind of looks the same on IG also.
Mm.
Like one of
Mhm.
my lyrics says, I saw 10 of you today. Like I might see 10
Wow.
guys, same body, different face. Everybody's working out, everybody's lifting weights. That's the same thing. Exactly. That's the same thing that
Yeah.
you see all day. If that's what you
Yeah.
look at on your timeline, I don't know what your algorithm might
Exactly.
have, but
Yeah.
IG Love is specifically about confusing validation for love.
Interesting. Okay. And then in the song, oh, I don't want to give up too much because I'm like, oh, how does it conclude? But are you finding it in the song, or you're just speaking more about the validation of it? Do you find the love on like
So, IG Love is a part of my album collection, and my
okay.
album from beginning to end takes you on a journey over
Mm,
the last couple years, I would say, of my life.
nice.
And IG Love is just one of the points in my life of self
Mm-hmm.
discovery where I started to notice at one point I was doing the same thing. I was getting caught up in the hype of comments, shares,
Mm-hmm.
just people clicking the
Repost
like
likes.
button,
Yes.
all of it, all of it. And
Mm-hmm.
completely just not realizing how much of myself I was losing to this fake
This
virtual
platform.
thing, this
Yeah, this
platform.
virtual.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing. I know somebody's sitting there
no
like,
problem.
I'm experiencing that right now. I think we all can at least say we attest to it at least once if you're in the know of the platforms. And speaking of likes and comments and all those things, if we could talk a little bit about like feelings over streams, when people listen to your music, not for the likes, not for the comments and reposts, but they're in their room late at night, or they're taking like a long drive, maybe meditating, or going through whatever they're going through. Maybe it is an IG Love thing. Um, if you could share outside of IG Love another
Hmm.
song from your catalog that would describe your music and your genre the
Sure.
best.
So
Yeah.
IG Love is has another part. The
Oh.
song is called "So What."
Oh.
So
Okay.
what is about now that I've achieved this persona that I
Mm-hmm.
want. I've built up my body. I went and had
Okay.
surgery. I did things to my face to fit in and be that picture perfect
Yeah.
person to
Mm-hmm.
match to the people or look like the people that you were going after before.
Mm.
Now you can't even see love in normal people because you don't even want what you were because
Right.
now you've
You
become this
detach.
totally different persona
Mm-hmm.
and you're not relatable anymore and you can't see the value in just a normal average person who might not work out, who may not have had any work done, who is just living their life on a daily basis. So
All right, you're making me tap in. They got a little sad, but it's reality.
it is.
You were on the choir. Can I get an amen? I need a church fan. Um, Now, would IG Love and So What, would those
Hmm.
be the songs closest to like your real life? I guess in this form now, like would those two songs kind of identify or describe you as a person and your like real life day to day? Would those be the two songs that you would pick for you?
No.
Okay.
The
Could you share?
song that probably describes me is called Me versus Me. Okay.
Oh,
So it's about the duality in people. You have
hmm,
light,
sorry about
you
that.
have light, and you
Hmm.
have dark. And sometimes you struggle with which side of the fence you want to be on and how
Mm,
you want to act.
yeah.
But you have to acknowledge that both sides of you exist so that you can be a whole person.
Oh,
Because if you pretend just to be in the light, that's
yeah.
fake. And
Yeah.
if you pretend like you don't ever do anything wrong, that's fake.
And it's a
So
lie.
a big lie. So you have to acknowledge and accept all of who you are.
Okay, me versus me.
Yes.
Um, I love that. I ask often, and I want to ask you too because you are in your home studio, which we spoke about, which is amazing. When you are kind of tapping into
Mm-hmm.
doing your thing and you're like, let me sit down, get the instruments, do my thing. Um, do you have an alter ego that you kind of like transition into, like a not necessarily Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, because that always comes off so negative, but is there another alter ego, like another person that is Will, hi Will, but do you also become someone else once you get caught up in the rapture of recording? And who is
So
that person?
yes,
Okay.
my alter ego's name is actually one of my old Instagram handles. His name is Santana.
Santana.
Yes,
Like,
and I was calling myself Santana before anybody else was calling themselves
oh,
Santana. I
okay,
just
you
want to put that
keep
out there.
okay.
Um, so Santana's kind of the person who I would say
Hmm.
takes over depending on the type of song that I'm singing. If I'm
Okay.
singing something that is a little bit more, let's see, arrogant, which leans into
Ooh.
my Leo
I
nature,
was gonna say that,
um,
Leah.
which leans into
Yeah.
my Leo nature,
Mhm.
it's more than likely Santana. If I'm singing
Okay.
about something painful or something that's coming deep from within,
Okay.
that's definitely Will.
That's Will. Okay. All right. I felt it. I just wanted to make sure. All right, Santana. And was Santana a big part of IG Love and So What? And your whole album, actually? Or was it mixed? Was it
Actually, actually, yeah, I would definitely say that
Santana?
persona played a big part in IG Love. And also
Okay.
past relationships played a
Mm.
part in it. Current relationships played a part in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I fell into it like everybody. I'm just gonna say I fell into it like everybody else did for a while before
Yeah.
I could see what it was.
Right. At least you see it though. A
Hmm.
lot of people are still stuck and
People,
trying to see
people,
it.
people have eyes, but they can't see. So.
Yes, you better talk that talk. Um, when it comes to your fans and your community, um, and direct to fan energy, would
Hmm.
you be able to just discuss a little bit? Because literally, like every artist, I think wants more than just listeners. Like, so it is
Hmm.
about your community. It is about your fan
Hmm.
base. What kind of people do you want your music to reach? Or attract? And how are you intentionally building that community?
Got
If
it.
you could share that.
I certainly can.
Hmm.
So, one, I believe my stories can resonate with
Hmm.
any listener, honestly.
Yeah.
But I sing songs about same gender loving relationships, which
Yes.
puts an alternative twist
Hmm.
on my songs. A man singing about a love song to another man. So I mean,
Yeah.
it puts a twist on it,
Mhm.
and I don't think anybody is doing it the way that I am right now,
Mhm.
because the artistry is missing.
Mhm. It's hush hush, it's
Yes.
like, how do we say? Just say
Hmm.
it.
But my
Yeah.
music is primarily for to increase and to have more representation for the LGBTQ.
Okay. I
I
love
think that's all the acronyms. If I missed one, I'm
Q
sorry,
plus.
y'all.
Q plus.
Q plus, thank you, Q. I'm gonna use
Yes.
that. Can we use
Shout
that
out.
from now on? Q plus. And what we go through and what we experience in
Yes.
dating, and I
Mhm.
think that the I don't know how I want to say this, the LGBTQ plus world
Mhm.
is a little bit different from
Yeah.
the straight world. I don't know if I should use that term. I don't know what the right term is to use.
Sure.
is to use
No.
heterosexual world. I don't know. I don't
Right.
know.
The other world, the other side.
The other side. There we go. The other
I
side.
I love that we're having this conversation on June. Is it okay? It's not July 1st yet, so we have 2 more hours on the East Coast. Um,
Hmm.
it's the final day of Pride Month, so I
Hmm.
I love that we're having this conversation to
Me too.
close it out too. So yes, so thank you for that too. And then do you think that the community is very open to how you're sharing the story? Do you get like feedback and or pushback, like, "Oh, you're not telling the story right for us," you know? Do you feel like that? Do you feel more of like a martyr and ambassador that it's working, or how does
So
it work?
the feedback that I have received
Mhm.
has all been positive. I have tried to speak to different people about my music, and they
Okay.
wanted me to not sing my truth. They
Mm,
wanted me to change who I was, and I
mm.
was not willing to do that. I
That's
didn't want to
awesome.
replace him with her because that's
Yes.
not a truth.
Okay.
So I think that my music is resonating with my community the way that it's supposed to.
Okay.
And I think it's very relatable to anyone in my community that would listen.
Okay. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. There's something that Jonathan and I we speak about a lot, and it comes
Hmm.
up, I think, a lot. It's such a really cool thing to hear about turning your pain into a playbook. And it's one of those things that once you hear it, it can be, you might hear it a lot, but it is so real. And I wanted
Hmm.
to know if you were open to sharing like one experience in your life. Um, that was painful. If you want to, if you
Hmm.
wish, you know, it could just be something that you use your music to actually describe and heal through, and how you took that experience and instead of, just falling apart and giving up, you really turned it into your purpose and you struggled through it, but you turned it into something magical. If you could think of something and want to share, that would be awesome.
Sure. I was married for a short amount of time.
Okay.
Well, not a short amount of time. I don't want to say that, but it was a very difficult experience.
Wow.
It was a difficult experience because of, I want to say, social media, and I also want to say the personalities involved.
Hmm.
And we were both learning, still learning who we were,
Hmm.
and it was the first time either of us were married, so we were both learning what that meant too.
Yeah.
And we both had different perceptions of what that actually meant.
Yeah.
And because we couldn't come to terms on what that actually was,
Hmm.
it ultimately didn't work out.
I see. You were on different wavelengths of
Yes.
defining what it
In the
is.
words of Mariah Carey, I don't know her. So that's kind of where I am with that right now. I don't know her. So
How did that that marriage change you as an artist, or as a person in general?
oh wow. It left me with some trust issues. I'll definitely say that. It left me lonely. It's weird, not weird, but it's difficult to be in something like that and committed
Mhm.
to somebody and still be lonely.
Yeah.
Or you're the only person in that relationship that understands the word commitment.
Ooh, ooh.
So,
Yeah. Right.
I drew a lot of my inspiration,
Mhm.
especially the beginning of the album. There's a song called Protect Me
Mm.
From You,
Mhm.
and that is pretty much about the, I guess, the mask that people wear or the representative that they first present, and you fall in love with that person, but that's not really who they really truly are at all. And
Definitely.
you never really realize that you needed protection from the person that you were actually
Mhm.
with.
Mhm. Mhm. Until it's
So,
too late sometimes.
hmm.
I hear you. I feel like your album reminds me of like, and I may be a little older than you, I'm not sure, but it reminds me of like the side A, side B to like cassettes. And it's like you're like the first part of the album, so that story, or when you would buy CDs and it would be like CD1, disc 1, disc 2. It has that feeling. Would you agree, or am I just like,
I
oh,
would
finally?
I would agree.
Okay.
And there is a second part of the album
Mm,
coming because I've still been writing songs.
okay.
And I did have a cassette player. I had a Walkman, so
Okay. All right. So,
I think we in the same age range. I had a CD player before they had non-skip, so I think we in the
all
we
right.
in the same
Good
age
old
range.
days.
I had a flip phone, so I think we in the same
Okay, we're good.
age
That's all you see
range.
now. Don't tell no more now.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I was just gonna keep naming it until you were like,
No, we'll talk
yeah, we
about that
definitely
off
are
camera.
the
We'll go back into the olden days. No, that's just what it's giving me. It's giving me that journey where you're like, wow, I could see this artist. Like even with like an outcast and you have like the two different vibes that you're able to
same.
really like dive into who the person is. So I challenge everyone who's listening now to dive in. I know I will be diving into Will and Santana, maybe come forward. And I think I'm
That
gonna be able to tell now.
that expression for Santana is right.
Santana.
That is right. That is definitely
I
right.
I coined it. Yes.
You did. You did.
Before I ask the one question that helps
Hmm.
us with our one shot podcast, I wanted to know what are one. I have two questions. So I'll start with the first one. What artists would you like to collaborate with? If you just
Oh
had
my
any
god.
chance, let's manifest greatness. Which artists would you like to vibe with, be in the studio with, record, write for? Any?
Oh my god. There's one.
Oh,
There's
there's
actually
more.
two. There's two.
There's
There's two.
two.
One, this person, she writes all her music,
Okay.
so she owns all her publishing. Yes.
Oh,
She is a legend.
yes.
Um, that person is Mariah Carey. If I could sing a song with, if I could sing a song with Mariah Carey or in front of Mariah Carey, hopefully she don't make one of them faces that she makes when other people are singing in front of her. Right, and she's looking around all crazy, like, "What is this?" But I would love to sing with her. The second person is
Interesting.
Brandy. I layer my music the way that I do because of her. And I actually learned how to sing certain runs or certain things and also
Mm,
produce music in a certain way because of Brandy and also Mariah Carey because they sing their own backgrounds,
yes.
except when they're live because they can't
Yes.
sing it
Right.
live and background singers. So
Yeah. The ad libs, everything. Well, we have a connection to Brandy over here. We might have to think of some way to connect. Shout outs to Brandy and
hey
her
Brandy,
daughter as
hey
well.
Mariah,
And
I
Mariah.
had to do
We're
it.
not gonna
Sorry.
hold anybody back. Anyone else you want to mention? You're like, Brandy and Mariah, I'm good. Let me start there.
Brandy, Mariah.
Okay, well that you don't
I
have to
think
make
I'm okay. I
okay.
think I'm
That's
okay with
that's a
this.
lot to start. The
It is a
legends
lot.
are that was great. Thank you. And then if you could tell us also what is on the horizon. I mean, we are halfway through the year. It is basically
Hmm.
July. After we get off the phone, it's gonna be July.
Hmm.
So what do you have in store for the rest of 2026 and beyond?
Well, I got a part in a film. I cannot. They made me sign a non-disclosure agreement, so I don't know what I can say, what
Yeah.
I can't say.
Okay.
But you'll find out more about that on my Instagram at some point.
Okay, tell us your Instagram. I know it, but please
My
share.
Instagram is that's what Will says.
Mhm.
So it's pretty easy to find. If you type in "that's what Will says" in Google,
I put in
it's going to
that,
be the
and you
first one
popped
that
up.
comes up.
Mhm. Okay, so
There you
you're gonna
go.
be in is it a film you said, or is it Broadway? Is it film?
It's actually a film.
Ooh.
It's actually a film.
All right, you'll keep us posted, and we
I
can look for
will.
you
I
on
definitely
IG.
will.
And
And I'm
uh
going to release the second part of my EP. I have a few more songs that I want to
oh,
record,
okay,
and then I will release part two of Publicly Private. That's what it's called.
oh,
Yes. So
okay.
that's coming too.
All right. I had to just dig deep. I was like publicly private because I feel like I'm also publicly private. Could you just
Hmm.
share just a smidgen what that means to you? Because I thought in my head what it means, but I think you're better to share what it means.
Sure. So
I love
a
when you do that.
lot of my relationship or relationships have
Mm-hmm.
played out, whether it be friendships or whatever, have played out on social media. And if you have a lot of followers and the other person has a lot of followers, and if you post
Yeah,
pictures and stuff like that,
it gets
it
crazy.
all, everyone can see it. And a lot of people in my area, the DMV, follow me. So they kind of got to see what was going on and what they thought was going on at the same time too,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people will look at your Instagram and assume things about you and assume that certain things are happening when they're not.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that's sort of what that's about. So it's like
Okay.
I'm trying to live out loud, um, but I still got to
Yeah,
hold some stuff
privately.
back. Exact, because everything is not meant to be on social media.
It's not. It's
It
not.
just is not, and everything is not meant for the world to know either. Some things you have to just keep to yourself,
That's true. That's true.
because everyone is not going to be happy for your success. Everyone is not going to
Mm-hmm.
understand your pain.
Agree.
So there are some things that you have to work with yourself and
Yeah.
whomever you call God, whatever that is for
Mm-hmm.
you,
Yeah.
to work through whatever it is you might be dealing with.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Public, private. Say it again.
Publicly private.
Okay. All right. I think you are very relatable. I think you're saying
Thank
all
you.
the things people are like, oh, yeah, that's how I feel. I do.
Thank
Well,
you. I love hearing that. The Leo in me loves hearing that. So all the
okay.
praise, I will absorb all the I will
I
absorb all the praise.
I love it. I have Leos are really big and significant in my life. I am a water
Hmm.
sign. I'm a Pisces, so shout out
Okay.
us. I don't know if you have
Hey.
any of those in your life, publicly or privately, but hi. So just because again, this is the One Shot podcast, I do want to end before we leave. It's been lovely speaking with you, but I
Thank you.
wanted to say that we have to talk about this because it is the One Shot
Sure.
podcast. If this is your one shot to speak directly to the world about who you are as an artist, what is the core message that you want to relay to people that they would remember when the music stops? Like we are thinking, you got that Mariah Carey, Brandy deal, and in as a legend for yourself as we manifest that, right? When the
Right.
music stops and as your message reaches people, what is
Hmm.
that message, that core message that you want people to kind of live with for eternity?
That everything that's coming from me is real. If I'm singing about it, I experienced it. If
Hmm.
I'm singing about it, I felt it. So
Okay.
everything that you hear Will sing,
Mm-hmm.
Will wrote it. I kind of stole that from Nicki Minaj, the BET Awards. I don't know if you remember, but everything you hear Will sing, Will wrote it,
Yeah.
and it's been a real journey. So
Okay.
I'm singing about reality and life and true
Mm-hmm.
experiences. Nothing is manufactured.
Wow. You're like, keep it real. All right.
Exactly.
Got it. All right. Thank you so much, Will. Anything else that you want to share with the world before we go? I don't want to go, but
I
we
sure
have to do
do. I mean,
this
I don't
again.
want to go either because I feel like we're vibing right now and I'm enjoying
We'll
that.
have to do this again sometime.
So I have to insert just a small plug. So
Please. That's what it's all.
please, my artist name on Apple Music, on Apple
Yeah.
Music and Spotify is Will,
Mhm.
WILL.
Mhm.
You can stream my album publicly private there. Actually, it's everywhere. It's on Tidal. It's on Amazon. It's everywhere. Again, my
Mhm.
Instagram is that's what Will says,
Okay.
and my new single out right now is called I Can't Wait.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay. I can't wait to hear it.
Hey, I can't wait for you to hear it.
I am going
Give
to
me a
be.
stream. Give me a
Yes.
stream. Thank
I
you.
am totally. I'm gonna vibe out. I told you I just got to the beach tonight. I'm going to go take a walk, and I'm going to just play it from my phone and see what people say. They're going to stop me, and I'm like,
Okay.
oh, it's Will, aka Santana, and I'll let them know all about you. Thank you so much, Will, for
Thank you for
everything.
having
Do
me.
you have any upcoming shows that we need to know about, or do we want to
That
manifest
is,
them?
those are in the works.
Okay,
Those are in the
all
works.
right,
So I'm hoping
okay,
to do more performing in the DZ area,
okay.
and so I can embrace the community here, and then
Yes.
hopefully spread out to start to branch out. But I think starting locally is probably very good.
Yes, yes. And we'll talk. I love the DMV area. I love it. And it's Black Music Month. So shout outs to you for
Hey.
being in it. It's so much going on. It's so much. June is like crazy for all of us. It's Juneteenth and Pride and Black Music Month. It's so much
Everything.
going on. So
Everything.
shout outs to all of us making it happen. Big love to Will, aka Santana, for tapping in with us on the One Shot Podcast, powered by Music Hypebeast. If you are rocking with this energy, make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Music Hypebeast. That's TheMusichiChypebeast. I feel like I'm saying my alphabet. Lock in and subscribe to Music Hypebeast on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. You may as well do it on Instagram as well. So you don't miss any episodes, live streams, and amazing talks with artists. So great, just like Will. So we just want to say thank you. I'm one of the power hosts of the One Shot Podcast. My name is April Harley, aka Gigi Max. I've had the pleasure to speak with Will. Let's get into some IG love. Let us come together for Black Music Month. Celebrate. Listen to this man's story, y'all, and let us know what you
Yes.
think. Please comment. And as always, I would love speaking with you. Let's do this again sometime soon.
I would love
And
to. Thank you. The energy
yes,
was beautiful. Thank you.
yes, thank you. It was so great. This is the One Shot Podcast where independent artists get their one shot to tell the real story behind the music. We are out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. You hang on. Don't go anywhere. But
I
peace,
won't.
y'all.